I've noticed a lot of people getting more and more frustrated with the cost of living and the difficulty it is to save money. Chasing down the deals and going from store to store just to get the best prices. What if I told you there's another way? You can save money and have peace at the same time. If you're new here, I'm Samantha, creator of the Frugal Mom Life, where I share money-saving frugal tips that have helped my family of 5 live a more meaningful and happier life. Have you ever seen those videos where the person is like, I go shopping once a month, or I go shopping once a year, and found yourself getting frustrated or jealous or thinking to yourself, no way, like they have to be lying. Let me tell you their secret. They know they don't need anything. Allow me to explain. I grocery shop about once every 2 weeks, and that doesn't mean that I have to grocery shop every 2 weeks. I try to keep on hand enough so that I could go an entire month without grocery shopping if I had to. And for me, I'm largely able to do this because I grew up poor. There's a sort of joy when you grow up poor, or at least knowing how to live poor. When a person has to live poor for any point of time in their life, they realize there's very little in life that they actually need. We live in a life of luxuries. We think we need that new cell phone or that new t-shirt or bread, milk, and eggs. When you don't have to go without, you get used to thinking you need. The truth is, you don't need any of that. Not even the bread, milk, and eggs. Yes, it's nice to have milk for your cereal, and I use quite a few eggs when I'm baking. But aside from the basic necessities in life, like food, water, and shelter, there are few things you actually need. To have access to things like bread, milk, and eggs, so that you never have to go without them, is a kind of luxury. Someone who knows how to live poor will tell you that because they know there is a substitute for whatever you think you need. When I got on my own, I forgot my roots and I wanted everything that my parents couldn't afford to get for me. I would buy my favorite brand cereal and my favorite brand coffee and all of my favorite brands, and I would pay whatever the store set for that item. But eventually my bad habits caught up to me and I realized the error of my ways. I realized I couldn't afford to purchase only my favorites. Purchasing my favorites was a want and not a need. It became a bad habit that showed up time and time again in my life because I began purchasing many things that I wanted. Sure, I didn't buy everything. No one can afford to buy everything they want, but I purchased enough to put me far enough in debt and give me a wake-up call. I began meal planning around the items on sale instead of just purchasing my favorites that I had grown accustomed to purchasing. By the way, if you need help budgeting for your needs, I do have a free budget planner. It's simple and easy to follow, and it's the same system that I've used for the past 10 years. I'll leave the link down below in the video descriptions so that you can download it. Once you realize you don't need all of the items that you automatically purchase, you become a little bit freer. You are able to spend less and save more. You realize that you have a lot of choices in life, and you are much more grateful for the items that you do have and the items that you are willing to pay for. So while I no longer eat my favorites, I am able to spend more time and money on doing more of my favorites. I don't chase down the deals, and I don't grocery hop from one store to the next to find the best sale. But I do stock up on the items when I find them on sale, and I opt to purchase the store brand items more often. Those two things, stocking up when things are on sale and opting for store brand items to fill the gaps when meal planning, are the two biggest tips that I can give you for grocery shopping. They have been game changers for me. So yes, I have learned to appreciate my roots of growing up poor. I know what to keep on hand so that I don't need anything. I know to always keep some powdered milk on hand in case we run out of milk, and to keep some applesauce on hand in case I run out of eggs when baking. This has allowed me to have more peace in my life. I don't have to run to the grocery store several times a week when I run out of items. I know if and when I run out, I have a backup plan and I'll be just fine without it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you've liked this video, let me know in the comments what your favorite thing was about it, and share any additional thoughts that you might have. For more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel.